is on.
Pranam Maharaj. This is another class, and we are going with the second part of the teachings and lessons of Lord Buddha Dev to change life. In your previous class, you have suggested 7 very important points. I will just quickly recap those points. The first one was the be happy with whatever you have, be grateful to God, whatever He has given to you. Second one is the be mindful of the words before you speak. You may hurt someone. Next was the do not expect too much from others. Your key of happiness should not be in the other's hand. Other teaching which you shared, Maharaj, was when you encounter failure, just do not give up. You must try again. The failure teaches us desire to learn should not be abandoned. This is the next point. The next one is do not think that what others will say about you. Do not waste your life to please others. And the next one was last was the thinking of hurting others will bring restlessness and unhappiness in your mind. You will lose your peace of mind. So stay away from revenge. So these were just a few very important life teachings which you imparted with us last week class. So we are eagerly waiting, Maharaj, that whatever next set of things are there, which we can have from the teachings of Buddha Dev to change our life. Over to you, Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Okay. Then one devotee asks Buddha, there are many blunders. What are the biggest blunders in your eyes? Buddha replied, everyone wants to change the society, but no one wants to start changing themselves. If you want to change the world, you have to change yourself first. I think that is the most very important and basic thing we are neglecting. We are whole energy we are spending to change our others, change the society, not ourselves. What Buddha says now. Start changing yourself first. Then another question, what kind of people are very strong mentally? Buddha's answer, those who think positive all the time. Nothing can kill or harm them much. These are the ones who are strong. One will save those who think negatively. Breaking down means death. Negative thinking means breaking down. Breaking down means death. And all problems can be fought by mental strength only. So everybody should be positive, 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 not negative. Then another question. No one care about you. No one give you respect, what you deserve, what you think. What is the answer of the Buddha? The only answer is you accept the truth that you are not important to some people in the society. You go ahead thinking the truth. You should not think so much about it, because not everyone in the world can be made happy. Beautiful answer. That most of the time we are spending, why he has not respected me, why he behaved like that, why he smiles at a critical way. So you should not think so much about it. And you say that it is the truth, I am not so important for them. That idea should come to the mind. That because you want to be important to everybody. Everybody should give the importance, but that is not true. Not everyone in this world can be made happy. What is the key to happiness in life? That of course everybody you know, non-attachment. But Buddha says in his own words, it is never right to become overly addicted, too much attachment to anything. Addiction is the cause of happiness and sorrow. What is the cause of suffering of the most people? Buddha. To think more than necessary. The more you think about the future, the less you think about the present, and the future depends on the present. That means cause of the suffering is most of the mind is occupied by the only future, not in the present. That is why you are suffering much. Why there are so-called obstacles in life? Why there are so many obstacles in life? Buddha. Hard roads always lead to the beautiful goal. So it is normal to come across obstacles. So how we put different way. Hard road always lead to beautiful goals. So it is normal to come across obstacles. So this is a positive thinking, taking the obstacle. People like close relatives give pain and again, but what should you do? Buddha. Never shed tears for him who does not know how to pay the price of your tears. If he does not understand, he does not really deserve for you. It is foolish to think of him and get pain yourself. Buddha says, never shed tears for him who does not know how to pay the price of your tears. If he does not understand, he does not really deserve for you. So it is foolish to think of him and get pain yourself. Then the beautiful question. What is the age to be happy? What is the age to be happy? Buddha. Some are old in 18 years because lack of happiness. Some are old in 18 years because lack of happiness. Some are young in 90 years because the presence of happiness. So they are happy. So there is no age to be happy. Happiness is a mental preparation, mental setup. Happiness is the choice. So this answer is reminding that gentleman, no, name I'm forgetting. Husband, wife. So some are old in 18 years because lack of happiness. Some are young in 90 years because the presence happiness. So happiness is the choice. So these are the selected some very beautiful questions in relating our life. So I got the answer from Buddha's teachings. So our, I think these 15, 14 questions, if you daily go through this and read, I think our mind, different type of problems is there in the mind. We can handle it. But positive thinking is most important. All problems should be solved or thought to mental strength, that is positiveness.
Your phone, hello?
Yes, now we can ask the questions.
Yes, Swamiji, could you please elaborate on that point of strength and continuous positive thinking, please?
This continuous positive thinking means that mind should be alert, and whenever there is a negative failure or something negative comes, unfavorable condition in the camp. So there is the point to that situation, to judge your mind, how you convert your mind from negative to the positivity, turn your mind to the positive. The positive always will come the moment you think, this is positive, God has given this much, I should be happy with that. This is the this thought or these few words that somebody has criticized you, already it is there, that you should not think about it. The God is giving this much for me. Somebody has disgraced me. So you think I am not important for that, for him, or I should not expect grace, honor from. It is God's wish, and then be happy with that. So this is the way to think, cultivate positive. Positive means any situation you should be content. Contentment should be there by thinking of the God, accepting the fact. This is the fact that somebody criticizes you, somebody not honoring you. That is the fact. We accept the truth that he will not accept me or honor me. That is the truth. I should forget here, leave it aside, and that is the God do it. And you go on positive. Positive, that if you think that you are better than so many people in any condition of the life, any trouble, any difficulty, any environment, unfavorable environment, if you think still I am better from other people, and try to be contented, trying to be happy in any situation of life by thinking I am better than other people. There are so many people, I am better than them. If you think, I think positiveness will come, and you will get strength. Strongest person, the person who always have the power to make the life positive. Thinking should be positive, then you will be powerful. If it is a negative, then you will go and lose the strength and break down and die. Death will come. I think this is enough you understand. Be positive by changing your view, by changing your thoughts, by changing your ideas in any situation of the life. Try to be happy. Try to be positive. Thinking, I am still better than others. So I am better. I am happy. I am not worse. And I am not the person who is suffering. I am not the only person suffering.
Yes,
So I think
thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, Maharaj, very nicely elaborated. Anybody else is having any question in this regard?
Yes, Swamiji, you have given us these 15, 16 instruction teachings to change life. Buddha is known for one word called moderation. neither this side, not middle path. So what exactly, I mean, with these instruction, could you tell us?
Buddha, he has asked to take the middle path. The middle path means the answer you have seen, the question and answer, through that you can understand. He has taken not extreme. Extreme means that suppose God, Buddha Dev, even though he does not believe in God, the for idol form, but all his sadhana, the enlightenment, to remove the miseries of the life. Misery is there and way out is there. That is the whole journey of the life. And he discovered and kept it as for us. How to remove the misery. Misery, life is there, misery is there, and ways is there. These are the ways. So, extreme step means when you have taken anything, suppose God is the truth, and for that you have to sacrifice everything. That extreme state, the different way you can explain. The extreme stage means, see that you will find that in the Himalayan range, some people are there in a bare body, barefooted. So that is extreme physical pain and physical suffering. Similarly, mental pain and mental suffering, when even though I am not capable of reaching that particular state, mental state, but I accept those theories. In particular mental situation, if people can take, if I take and follow that, that is a miserable for me, extreme for me, because I cannot bear it. So whatever you can bear and you can develop, that is the moderate path. It varies person to person. A person can bear 30 degrees centigrade, other 40 degrees centigrade, 50 degrees centigrade. But you start with that. But that is not the goal. You have to reach the highest destination, highest goal of the life. This is a journey. So if you start the take the moderate path, one day you will come, you will conquer the whole world, and you establish in the truth. That is the extreme state. You are not a body, you are not a mind, you are Brahman. So in this way, this is the extreme. We start with the moderate. And Thakur also saying the moderate, start with minimum what you can bear. So Buddha Dev shows us to overcome that miseries of the life. So few steps are there. These are all moderate path, not extreme. So immediately you cannot detachment come in our mind at a time. Suddenly, through practice, detachment will come. So start with little and reach the highest goal. So that way there is the moderate, not extreme, which is which we cannot bear it and we cannot follow it. That is that way the moderate path that the Deva has taken and shows us.
Yes, thank you, Swamiji.
How many are there?
Yeah, 15 are there, Swamiji.
Oh, very good.
Anyone
Akhil,
else is there who is having a question, or we can close?
Swamiji, you have utilized a very wonderful term, which I think will be very happy if you could tell us more. Never get addicted to attachment. I mean, we have heard attachment, detachment, but addiction to attachment, uh, Could you tell us
The
more?
attachment is a term, and to make it more powerful and addicted. Attachment is a term, little bit not so strong. Be addicted means it is a higher degree of the attachment. We are so addicted. Addicted means with addiction. Without smoking, I cannot live. Smoking is addiction. Who is still addicted? That means he needs 24 hours cigarette. That is called, without his knowledge, it will come addiction. So attachment is there. People have attachment, little detachment is there. Some people are there. This attachment is so strong, he cannot remain without that attachment to the particular object. So it is a greater degree or higher degree of attachment to maintain that you have addiction. Addiction, attachment to a girl and addiction to the girl, that is two different. I have attachment, but sometimes I can stay, I can take, still remember. Addiction, without that object, without her, I can remain. It continuously come in the mind, just like you take the addicted people who are taking the cigarette. So that way, addiction is more higher degree of the attachment. Addiction. So we should avoid it for a peace of the mind. Okay.
Yes.